Allen and Mahomes, it's their fourth playoff meeting that's one shy of the amount of times that Brady and Peyton Manning took on each other, Bill. And it's the newfangled, I guess, 21st century classic battle here. How do you see it? What's your keys to this big game that's going to be on CBS on Sunday?
Well, I think, Rich, when you look back, we were at the game that was up in Buffalo in Week 11.
Yep.
We were actually we took our show up there before the game and had a chance to sit down with Sean McDermott the night before. It kind of went over and got to see him and Joe Brady and got to know these guys a little bit in the offseason. So, and I know Steve Spagnuolo and Andy. And I mean, how about Steve Spagnuolo and Sean McDermott were on the same staff with Andy back in 2006. So they know each other. I feel like Buffalo, there's a little different vibe this year. There's a freedom with which Josh Allen is playing. I think that there's a responsibility he's taken leadership element-wise to another level this year. And I think this football team's healthier than they've been in years past. A little bit of different identity, almost a run-first team. And then you go back to the Kansas City Chiefs, and how comfortable are they in one-score games? All these games in the fourth quarter, whether it's special teams blocking kicks, offense or defense. This has been a football team that just is very comfortable in close games. They know how to win these games in the playoffs. Patrick Mahomes, he didn't use his feet in this last game. I could see him using his feet a little bit more in this game. He always does in the playoffs. And certainly it's Travis Kelce time. So I think it's going to be a classic matchup. I think the turnovers of both these teams have done a great job of minimizing turnovers. They don't beat themselves. So it's almost like which one's going to blink. Can they stay patient as this game starts to unfold?
So you said a couple things I want to pull the string on a little bit more here. And what you said about the Bills, that there's just a different feeling here. I agree with you. I'd love to try and put my finger on it a little bit more because I have been saying that all year long that this is the best team Josh Allen has been quarterbacking because it may not be the best, if you will, roster with bold-faced names here and there and maybe on your fantasy team, but the sum of its parts, this is the best team. And I'm wondering what is it that you're referring to?
I think you nailed it because I think the biggest thing is look at the wide receiver room. A year ago, you had Gabe Davis and Steph Diggs, and I felt there was like this sense that I had to keep everybody involved, making sure to keep everybody happy. He comes into this year, he's got Keon Coleman, Shaquille Khalil, Curtis Samuel. And you know what? There's a freedom that he has. He's not worried about keeping anybody healthy or happy. He's worried about just doing the right thing and spreading the ball around. He's got Kincaid. He's got Knox. So, and then James Cook, all of a sudden this running game with Ty Johnson, Joe Brady, they've gotten to the same page. I think he came in with this sense of purpose. You know what? We may not know anybody in this room, but we're going to do this thing together. There's a selflessness that's on that team right now where no one really cares what the numbers are. The only thing that matters is the end of the day that they have more points than the other team. And I think no one exemplifies that more right now than Josh Allen with the way he's playing, his decision-making. He's not trying to force things and do too much. He's taking what the teams are giving him because he feels that element of responsibility. That's called leadership. That's called growth. And I think that's where he's taking it to another level this year.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.